everyone to Career Shades once again, and today we are here with Dr. Krishna Purohit. She is a cosmetic dentist, has experience over 7 years, and she also does baking as her part-time gig. So ma'am, we had a long conversation about dentistry. Let's also talk something about baking. So tell us more about that. When did you start? How did you start? Why did you start baking?
So, Diksha, I always loved baking. I used to make
Yeah.
simple cakes. I used to look at any recipe and just try to imitate. So, this started when I was, I think, in my junior college. And I used to
Okay.
make small cakes and, small brownies for people in my house. And they were like, oh, this is really tasty. How did you do it? So, I think
Right.
that's how it started. So, I went to a home baker in my city and I
Yeah.
learned baking from her when I was in the 11th grade or whenever it was a birthday of a close friend or something, I used to bake a cake. I was getting such good reviews from my family because families are my best critic. They tell me this is less, this is more, this is something that you need to
Right.
improve. So I realized that I think I can, take it up as a small business. So COVID was the best time. It was when my dental clinic was shut and I was home. You're like, oh God, there's no work, what to do the entire day. So I'm like, okay, I think
Right.
I know this. So I made my Instagram page. I had some pictures clicked from the past. I uploaded those pictures on my feed. I spread a word again around my friends and family that, I want to take it up as a small business. So I started, and then my family and friends, they started ordering for cakes. And when they had it, they're like, oh, this is amazing. So then, slowly the network grew.
It is also very satisfying to bake and give people treats. So if I'll ask you that, what is more satisfying to you, like dentistry or baking? What would you choose?
I cannot choose. Like you cannot choose that you love your mother more or your father more. That's an
True.
impossible question to answer, right? So similarly, I love baking because when I didn't have dentistry, I think baking was something that really took care of my anxiety and my stress. And
Right.
likewise, when baking was nothing to me, dentistry was there. I've given my time, effort, my energy, my education and all the monetary everything I've given to learning dentistry. So then
Yeah.
of course, so this is also at par with baking, so they go together. I just can't choose baking over dentistry or dentistry over baking.
Yeah, you actually are balancing both of the things quite well. So, ma'am, there are a
Yes.
lot of students who actually want this thing, that they want to be professionally successful and they also want to take out their passions, but not all the time their passion becomes their profession. So, in such cases, what advice would you like to give to the students who want to take both the things together and they're not able to manage those?
So it's just that you will have to understand what you want in life and what you want from life. So initial years, I wasn't doing baking. I started doing baking after a few years of my, dental career, and I realized, oh, I can. So once I had that clear in my head that this much time I can devote to dentistry, and then of course I need to do something that I'm passionate about, right?
Yeah.
So that's when I decided, okay, I need to take up my passion equally to my profession. Although I'm passionate about my profession, but
Yeah.
I just want both the things to go together. So I would just like to give one piece of advice to all the youth out there, that you should align your profession and your passion together, and you have to be really enjoying what you're doing, because you're also going to invest some sort of energy, time, money in the field that you choose.
Right.
However, you also have to understand the job outlook. You have to understand the salary that you're going to get. So you have to understand these aspects and keep them in mind, for which you should actually take some experience from some professionals who've been in that particular field for long, and they can
Right.
help you, they can guide you about the obstacles, the hurdles that you're going to face in the journey. And you have to be willing to adapt to those situations. You have to blend in, and you should be open to taking challenges in your life. Okay, but ultimately the only advice that I can give you is just be passionate about your profession, and only if you're passionate you're going to have success, and your money, everything, and your happiness coming together, and giving you good results in the long run. So that's the only thing that you need to have.
Right. So, success and happiness, both the things together, gives you a perfect life. So, this is
100%.
yeah. So I hope my students have got a lot of insights from this session, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us your time today. And it was an amazing session with you. We'll see you guys once again. Until then, everyone take care.